Let's go.
That all, Joe?
That's all.
Time to get going, Texas.
On your next trip, Texas, you bring back with you the most precious one.
Easy to guess, Madero. Nita's coming home from the calm dance.
See,
Bringing back the mine payroll, too, ain't you, Tex? Aiming to. We ain't stopped. Well, if I had my say in this valley, I'd have a bunch of soldiers from the fort with each shipment of gold, and we'd put an end to this hold-up business.
John, things did not happen like this when you were sheriff.
Well, time to get going. I'll see you gents later.
Texas, you bring my Nita safely through this bad country, and we will have a big fiesta. And Nita herself will invite you.
You can figure I'm already invited, because there's no bandit going to stop me from killing that fiesta. Adios. Buena suerte.
No, Timer.
Madero, I found your kettle once again on our range.
I was here before your cattle syndicate, Lopez, and I have the right of that open drain.
I thought that argument about range rights was settled. The sheriff of this county, I notified you, Madero.
See, Senor Bauer, I tell you, I will not move my cattle.
You don't seem to understand that the Moran Syndicate filed a claim on that land. And according to law, they have a legal right to it.
Bauer, Madero being my friend, I claim the right to tend to his business.
Si, senor.
I'd like to see them papers you were referring to.
Well, I think it is better that I leave this argument to you, gentlemen.
I think so. Who are these men of the 3-star cattle syndicate who tried to take my land? It is funny we never see them.
The last time I heard, there was some of them over on the home ranch.
It seems to me, Sheriff, if the names are fitting you, that some protection ought to be given the folks that pioneered our valley. This country is overridden with rustlers and killers, and nothing's been done about it, while your time seems to be taken up with the syndicate business. Pa, I was just in the general store, and I was never so aggravated in my life as when I heard one of them Easterners tell old man Simpson that he's a-packing and leaving these parts because a man's life ain't worth a second-hand jaw of tobacco. Then he starts a-shouting real loud so everybody could hear it, that the small rancher's cattle was driv off in the night, and the men was found murdered. If the women was good-looking, they was missing, and nothing's been done about it. Then, Pa, he calls this country the land of missing men. And what hurts most, John, is that it's the truth. That's because you're not sheriff, and there's a scallywag in your place.
Well, I get a lot of support for that kind of talk. But I reckon I'll satisfy you folks pronto. The first killer I bring in is going to be the one that's been holding up the stagecoach. And I've got my own private opinion who that particular feller is.
I know who you mean, Bauer. And I dare you to say again what you've been saying. Before you say it, if you do, you're a liar.
No, Evans. I ain't going to tell you who he is again. I'm going to prove it to you. And then I'm going to deputize you to help me bring him in. and shove the proof down your throat.
He talk, a lot of talk.
In the open spaces, lonely the hours I'll spend. I'll find my destination way out at the prairie's end, where flowers lift their faces, each bird and bee's your friend. It's heaven's own creation, way out at the prairie's end. Nature's beauty will unravel as I travel on my way. With a different eye, I'll view life. I'll live a new life every day. When I seek better places, I know I can depend on finding consolation way out at the prairie's end.
It's been a long time since I heard you sing, Steve. Glad you're feeling that way again.
How's that grub coming, Buckshot? Smells mighty good.
Still a sizzling. Say, while we're waiting, sing it again, will you?
Out in the open spaces, lonely the hours I'll spend. I'll find my destination. Put up them guns, O'Neill. This is just a social call.
Get your deputy back with your bunch. It feels more social-like when you're facing me.
Slim, come on back here.
I ain't letting anyone get behind my back. That's the way they finished my dad.
I'm sorry about that, O'Neill. But there's some folks hereabouts thinks it's a kind of some cattle rustling they got mixed up in.
That's a lie. And I'll give you half a second to take it back.
I didn't say it. I said folks were a-talking.
Well, then, say what you mean.
I ain't aiming to have any trouble with you, O'Neill. But I happens to know that every time the stage carries a payroll from Santos to Oro, it's held up. Knowing that, I'm sort of asking you, where you heading?
Why don't you go over to the Badlands and pay the Coyotes gang a social call? I guess you ain't hankering to do that, Bauer. Afraid you won't come back.
That ain't telling me where you're heading.
Well, you see, we're riding over to my aunt's ranch. We're going to help her out a bit.
Aunt's Ranch? Where's that?
Over in Coyote Valley.
Well, that's only 30 miles. What are you camping here for?
Well, you see, my aunt, she retires rather early. And not wanting to disturb her, we thought we'd get there in the morning.
Oh, I see. You're going to be a couple of good cowhands for a change, eh? Slim, the stage leaves Santos with the payroll tomorrow and comes through this way to Oro, don't it?
That's the schedule.
Let's see, Oro is 30 miles from this camp. That makes Santos about 110 miles from here. I reckon it wouldn't be right to have suspicions on you, O'Neill, you being way up in this country. You know, O'Neill, the description of the bandit tallies with you, right up to that black rag you're wearing around your neck.
You've been trying to hang that brand on me for a long time. So I'm giving you fair warning. The next time we meet, you had better be able to prove it.
And I'm adding for that language, Mr. Sheriff. I got a lot of respect for the star that represents the law. But that don't go for some folks that wears it. I'm a man of mighty few words, and I'm about done talking.
You fellas break camp, and don't let the sun rise on you in this territory, you understand?
You know, Steve, I'll bet if I had an aunt, she'd be mighty good looking.
Especially if she looked like you, Buckshot. Since we're figuring on leaving this country, we better be sure we're riding away from trouble, not into it.
Well, let's go down to Pete's saloon and ask him if he knows that trail leading to the border.
Yeah, he ought to know.
Stagecoach. Neta. Santos.
Come on, let's get out of here before they tack this on us. It'll be too tough to explain.
Buck, I'm heading for Santos.
Well, that's 110 miles.
Loan me half your sack.
Here, take it all. There's plenty more. Where'd that come from?
Watch for the stage at Ione Pass and bring an extra horse.
You must figure on that express box carrying plenty of yellow boys.
I'm depending on you, pard.
I'll be back in a couple of days. Take care of him, won't you?
Don't worry, son. I'll take good care of him.
What will you charge to take care of this horse for me for a couple of days?
Well, whatever you think it's worth.
Take good care of him, won't you?
Sure.
Ticket to Oro.
$8.50.
How do, Miss Nita? I'm right glad to see you coming home again.
Thank you, Texas. I'm very happy to be coming back.
May I help you, Ann?
Thank you.
Better go on there.
Say, O'Neill, are you riding with us?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking you to turn over them guns, Ann.
I bought a ticket, and I'm riding with you. And I'm keeping my guns.
Make room there, Bill. I'm going to ride with that box.
Ticket reads 110. Time you was leaving.
Aren't you Steve O'Neill?
Why, yes. And aren't you Nita Madero?
Yes, Steve. It's strange what a difference a few years make.
I hardly knew you at first. You've grown up to be quite a lady, Nita. And right pretty, too. I was beginning to think you were never coming back.
How's your father, Steve?
He's dead.
Oh, fine. Stop.
Say,
time to stick us up. It's getting mighty bold going about it this way. Ladies, I'm stopping here a bit if you want to get out and stretch your legs. Drink some of this, morning. Reach for the air. Texas, climb up on top. You women, stand where you are and don't move. Pop, open that box.
If you want this gold, you've got to take it with my body laying on the box.
I said open that box or I'll knock you off there. Better open it, Pops, or I haven't got a chance. Put your gun hand in the air and throw them sacks down with the other one. When I say move, Texas, get going or I'll smoke you up. You women get in that stage. Lady, you get in first. Get going, Texas.
Those men may be afraid of you, but I'm not. It is strange what a difference a few years have made in you, Steve O'Neill. Now you're just a common outlaw.
Sort of calls for a little explaining, don't it, Sonny?
Take this gold and don't ask no questions, Buckshot. Get on that horse, Buckshot. We're leaving for other parts.
I hope my prayer for your death is answered. Now I dare you to take me.
I don't want to get rough with you, Nita. Get on that horse.
cry up. Throw that box down. Get traveling.
The gal you was expecting wasn't with him.
Open the box. It is very funny. There is no gold. Maybe you know something.
Say, do you think I'm plumb loco?
Maybe not. But if I find different, I'll feed your carcass to the coyotes.
When my father hears of this, there isn't a place you can go or hide where he won't track you down. And if your father were alive, you wouldn't dare face him after this. Wasn't the money enough? Why didn't you let me go home on the stage? What are you holding me for? You wanted women with your hold-ups. Why don't you go down to the border where you belong?
I guess what I've done, holding up the stage and dragging you out here with me, won't surprise some folks who are trying to brand me as a rustler and killer. You mentioning the border just now, where I belong. I guess that's where me and Buckshot was a-heading last night, when we stopped in at a saloon in Rattlesnake Canyon for a little encouragement before going away from parts we didn't care about leaving. What we found in that saloon is going to be mighty hard for you to listen to. I found your father in there, dying, shot, and his men murdered without a fighting chance. I held him in my arms, and he told me Lopez, the foreman of the new cattle syndicate, done it. Then he said you were coming home on the stage, and he was afraid you would never get there. Then he passed on. I didn't tell you that my father was killed. Just like that. Shot in the back. Daybreak, me and Buckshot are going into the Badlands. I'm taking the gold we took and using it to get in with the Black Coyote's gang. Because I'm thinking Lopez is the Black Coyote. There's other reasons, too, but I ain't mentioning them. And if we come back, I'm bringing Lopez with me. I brought you here, Nita, because these Indians are friends of mine and Dad's, and you can trust them. They'll take you home.
Steve, White Cloud tells me she took his horse. Must have got away while we was dozing.
I guess seeing's believing, and all I told her last night meant nothing. I hope she gets through all right and nothing happens.
Get some of this hot coffee under your belt. Sort of brace you up before we get going.
You go to Devil's Rock, you no come back.
I've been thinking, Buckshot, if I go in there alone, they won't get so suspicious-like, and it'll make it easier for me.
You and me's friends, ain't we?
Why, sure.
Well, then that kind of talk about you going in there alone is downright insulting. And if you're a man and we're friends, let's get going.
found finding consolation way out at the prairie's edge. Out in the open spaces, lonely the hours I'll spend. I'll find my destination.
Well, sing very good, my friend.
Hello, Lopez. What are you doing out in these rocks? Kind of off your range, ain't you? Who are you hiding from?
Sometimes we all get in trouble, no? But you do not look for it, my friend.
Well then, Lopez, I hope the sheriff does get you. Because you never did give me a job with that cattle outfit that you've been working for.
Maybe you have big reason in the rocks to ride long way, no?
How long have you been in these rocks, Lopez?
Maybe little while.
Maybe you know where the Coyotes gang is camping around here.
Yes. I know the coyote personally. What for, do you want to know?
That comes under the heading of my particular business.
Maybe now you look at the coyote.
We're sure riding in luck, Buckshot.
Hey, you've been fooling a lot of people, Lopez, including the sheriff, I'm a-saying.
We'd like to talk with you, Lopez.
Ricardo. Está bien. Pero ten cuidado con estos bolillos.
Sí, comprendo.
You come with me, my friend. Sit down, my friend. So, you have something to tell me, no?
I stuck up the stage and took the payroll.
So you do that, no?
Sure. We're out of chuck, Lopez. And if you can hide us out for a couple of days, we'll divide the gold with you.
I guess it's all right. So you want to stay here? Little while, no?
That's the idea.
Remember, no funny business. Ricardo, everything that looks good. Sometime, maybe not. I leave them alone, so they talk. You listen, ¿sabes?
López, yo nunca he fallado.
Well, we got in here all right, didn't we, Steve?
You know, I... Sure, Lopez is all right. Say, listen, I'm going to tell you something. And don't interrupt me when I'm telling it like you always do. After we're rested up here a bit, we're going down to the border. I know where there's a bank as easy to take as eating your mother's pie. Look at this. There's a rooming house above the bank. And we climb down through the skylight this way. Easy, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be pretty easy.
López, los americanos están planeando ir a la frontera, pero no están muy seguros.
Yo sé lo que voy a hacer. Ve y dile a los muchachos que tengan mucho cuidado.
Muy bien.
I can just feel it in my bones that something has happened.
I reckon you're right, Ma. I had a breakdown. I thought I'd never get here.
Yo he sabido que pasa todo esto, mejor no vengo. ¡Qué barbaridad! Figúrese nomás de ver que venía el bandido con
Hold up, let
nosotros.
me do the talking. O'Neill loaded us the passenger and held us up at the water hole and took the Madeira girl.
Ay, Dios bendito, ay,
Oh, that poor girl. And her father murdered too.
O'Neill, where did he get on the stage?
Santa's.
Santa's.
This don't fit your story. That young O'Neill murdered Madero and his men up in Rattlesnake Canyon. He couldn't be in two places at the same time.
No, not exactly. But I told you O'Neill was a bandit, didn't I? So I reckon I'm shoving the proof down your throat like I said.
Hold your horses, Sheriff. We was held up twice. Twice? That's what I'm saying. And the bandit was dressed just like O'Neill. But it wasn't him. And the way he acted appeared to me he's after Madeira girl, too.
Ay, mira, ya viene, Nita, Nita, ya viene. Nita. Válgame Dios, ya viene. Que no te caigas. Oh, por Dios. Hermano. Nita, honey.
How'd you get away?
I escaped in the night. Oh, Nita, vamos. Oh, my stars.
I'm glad to see you again, Miss Madero. Where did you last see O'Neill?
Wait a minute. Excuse me, Martha. I have something important to say here. I hate to tell you, Nita. One of my dearest friends was killed. Your father.
Why don't you tell her who did it? You've been craving excitement around here for a long time, Evans. Now you're going to get it. I'm going alone after O'Neill and bring him back here dead or alive for the stage hold-up and the murder of your father, Miss Madero.
Oh, no, you're not. If you're going out to get him, you're going to save his life, not take it.
Well, what do you mean?
I know all about my father, Sheriff. Lopez killed him. And Steve told me he was riding into the Badlands to get him. Oh, and Uncle John, he can't do it. They'll murder him.
Well, you ain't going to tell us, too, that he didn't hold up the stagecoach, are you, Miss Madero?
Yes. If he hadn't have held up the stagecoach, I wouldn't be here now.
That's it, folks. I see it now. Remember, Ma, Texas said there'd been two hold-ups, and they wanted to take Nita, too.
Well, this is almighty confusion to me.
Is that so? You said you were going to deputize me once. I'm accepting that offer now.
Why, it's suicide to go into the Badlands.
I'd expect that kind of talk from you. Excuse me, Pa. Seeing how we ain't got any men left here, I reckon it's up to us women to do something.
That's right, Martha.
Well, then, go and hitch up your buckboard and bring your rifle. And you too, Josie. Ma, can I go?
I reckon you're as good as any of the men.
Say, Ma, Evans, you can figure on me going, too.
Well, what are you standing there gabbing for? Honey, I reckon you can show us better than anybody where to go. Nita,
Come on, Dale. Get going.
Posse's on the way here. O'Neill has trapped us. Let's get him and beat it while we got a chance. Ricardo, get me the rope. And I will string him from the higher rock, so his friends will have no trouble to find him. I think this will be very fun.
Voy enseguida.
You go in the back and surround him. Pronto!
Showdown, Buck.
Come here, Bauer. Seeing as you're a sheriff, them rattlers are waiting to give it to us up there. Me and you are going ahead alone to draw their fire. You folks wait till you hear the first shot. Come on, Bauer.
Oh, Steve!
Sorry we didn't get here in time to save you from this, O'Neill.
I'll be all right. For the little fixin'. How you stacking up, old-timer?
There ain't nothing I can't roll out of.
Looks to me like you cleaned him out quicker than hell to scorch a feather. What do you got to say about it now, Bauer?
Wait a minute. Lopez, start talking.
So, you want to do that when I have my hands high? Maybe you can tell O'Neill what you do to his father in the back. Who knows? You can tell his friends what a good cowboy you are for that cattle syndicate. Maybe you can tell the little girl that when Senor Madero found out too much, you pay me plenty gold so he'll rest well in the saloon.
You're a liar.
Folks, this is quite enough. It wouldn't be fitting and proper for me to say what I'm going to say if I were sheriff. But seeing that I'm not, I'm inviting you all to a right good necktie party.
Them's my sentiments.
I'm the first man who'll get a rope.
Some of you men, and women too, better show your judgment in being tender-like and taking these two boys home.